I mean, I've been able to reach, I think my best month was like 35K. Now I'm, consistently around like 15, 20.
All right, guys. So today I have my good friend Ben with me. And we have yet to link up, but we will at some point. My good friend Ben, we've been working together a year and a half, something like that, like a year and a half now. He joined Launch Socials, and then we did a little bit agency work with him. Now he's going out and really just continuing on his own to crush it. And so I want to just I'm inviting Ben on to have a quick discussion in terms of like what we've done together, how he grew his brand, where he started, where he is now, and what he's got going on with his offer. And so, Ben, dude, introduce yourself. Tell us what you do. Um, yeah, I'll leave it to you.
Yeah, my name is Ben Whitmer. I do Amazon FBA. I started with Launch Socials like over a year ago. And then we worked with the agency for I think it was like 6 months. And yeah, he helped me grow my Instagram. Like that's where most of my traffic for my Amazon FBA coaching comes from is Instagram. And shout outs has been my main traffic source, and Nick's helped me a lot with that, just like teaching me all about the game, like helping me with media buying, all of that.
Yeah, sweet. And so let's talk about your product. Let's talk about your background. Let's talk about some of your accolades. Like, forget launch socials for a second. Like, what do you do exactly when it comes to Amazon? Like, what's your expertise? Why do people follow you?
Yeah, so I mean, I've done Amazon for like 4 years. I've done 7 million in sales. So like I've definitely have the credibility to teach it.
It's so casually.
Yeah. 7 million sales in 4 years. So like I've been focused on that like a lot. And now I'm helping other people get results with coaching. And I mean, I came in like I knew nothing, like I knew really nothing about social media, like any sort of marketing or anything. So I joined Launch Socials to learn that. And I mean, it really did teach me like everything as far as building a brand, like how to make a product, like how to market it, all of that. Like I had no background whatsoever in this. I didn't even know how much like gurus were actually making. And then I mean I kind of got introduced by you how much like they were really bringing in. So I kind of like I wanted to get my foot in the door, and that's what Launch Socials helped me out.
Did you have a product or a brand? I don't remember. Like when we first started together, like way back, did you have a product or brand or anything?
I had like a Twitter account with like 600 followers, and like I joined Launch Socials, and then I think I dropped a mentorship like 3 or 4 months later.
Got it. And what was like the deciding factor for you on working with us at that time?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, one, it was like I saw the client results you got for other people in like the same exact niche as me, like all make money online. So I knew that like it works for them, it would probably work for me. And then like, yeah, I mean, you're honestly the person that kind of introduced me in this world anyways. I didn't really know that much about like how much like people were really doing numbers wise. And like I saw your content for some reason, I was just following you. And like that's kind of what introduced me. So I kind of just stuck with it.
Sweet. Fire. I mean, I didn't know that. I thought you were like already introduced, already had something. So yeah, I work with a lot of people, so it's like sometimes I don't remember the beginning. But sweet, that's incredible, bro. And what would you say has been like our journey together? Like how high did you get in terms of monthly revenue? I know you're making some changes now and you're like, you know what? I really want to do the content on my own. You don't want to do the agency anymore. And I support that. That's why I started Launch Socials because I always ran the agency. And like at the end of the day, the agency is good and we help scale people. Like we help grow your account like a lot. But at the end of the day, people knowing how to do it themselves and knowing how to pick up the phone and record a selfie video that goes and gets views and drive a CTA into the DMs and sell people in the DMs or like sell a product, that skill is invaluable. And you probably also need to know how to do it, even if we work together at an agency. And so that's a little caveat, guys. But I'm curious, Ben, like what your story exactly was from that 0 point until the product was selling and like the money you were making and what that looked like and like how your mindset's opened up to things so far, working together.
Yeah, I mean, like when I was starting, like I had literally no idea how some people were doing like, like 200K, 300K months in coaching. I had no idea what they were selling, what price points, anything. I mean, I've been able to reach, I think my best month was like 35K. Now I'm, consistently around like 15, 20. And yeah, I mean, I didn't know how to make like any sort of like like how to get people interested, how to like I think the main thing was honestly like like I didn't really know what types of products people were selling, like what price points, like I had no idea about the high ticket coaching at all. I didn't know people were charging like 3, 4 thousand for coaching. I thought it was a lot of like Discord groups. So yeah, I mean, like when I started, like I had like yeah, I went from nothing, and then I guess like within like my first 4 or 5 months, I already like I started with 2,000 as my mentorship price, and I did like 15K when I dropped in like the first month. It slowed down a little bit after that, just due to the fact that like I built my brand for like those 4 months. That's why it was a pretty good drop. And then yeah, like as I started working with the agency with you all, like you guys were really good at like finding the viral type of like hooks and like the stuff that kind of works for everybody. Um, like that's like the really top of the funnel stuff. And that's like just like understanding that like a lot of the sync the big like viral content kind of just like it kind of just goes around to every single creator. I didn't really know that until now. Um, but yeah, now I'm kind of trying to just like make it more authentic myself, which is why it's valuable to like one learn how to do it and see how it's made it like inside from your point of view. And then now that I know how to do it, like now I can kind of put like my own like authentic twist on it.
100%, 100%. If there is one thing you could have changed about our launch socials process, which is I probably actually changed a lot since you actually like were part of the coaching consulting side. But if there's one thing you could have changed, like what would it have been?
I'd say like probably more go deeper into like the paid advertising more instead of just like the full organic because I don't think it touched much on like theme pages, or at least when I was in it, and
Yeah.
like just direct response marketing. It was mainly just like only about personal branding.
Cool. We've added a shit ton of that. So that's great, great feedback. And if there is one thing you're like, yo, I'm super happy with and like this is amazing and Nick, I appreciate you for, what would that be?
Yeah, I mean, just like really just teaching me like now I know everything like as far as how like marketing, fulfillment, sales, which is the three like aspects of coaching business. Like I know all of that now. I just know it all. So like now I can do it myself. And before
Yep.
I like I mean it took me like a year to really get a grasp of how everything works, especially because like I've always been focused like it's always been like a part-time thing. I've always been really focused on my Amazon business.
Yep.
Um, but now I know like everything and like definitely shorten that learning curve.
Sweet, sweet. And I think one of the key points there I was going to mention earlier is like the system as a whole. Because like the way I look at it is content and sales and marketing and well, content sales and fulfillment. A lot of people think of them as separately, but you don't have sales without content or ads, and you don't have a good fulfillment process without actually selling people into that fulfillment process. And so then you need content to get people to sell into the fulfillment process. And so it's a system as a whole.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's kind of hard to like have it all like if you're not a part of every single part of it, like the fulfillment, the sales, the content, like you're not gonna get any feedback from any single one of them. So it's kind of hard to like it's hard to just only focus on like fulfillment or just only focus on the content and then not even look at the sales. Like you have to look at all of it, I feel like, because
especially especially
that's how you get market feedback.
especially at the start when you're trying to launch that product. You love that video that I made about that. That's funny. I think you bring that
Yeah,
up
that's like it's so key that when you're starting, like you have to really just be like you have to really just be in the trenches just doing everything because that's how you're really gonna know like how to outsource everything and how to like just how the whole like market works in general.
100%. Cool, dude. Is there any last things you want to mention before we end this one?
No, I think I'm good.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Was like okay, cool. Cool, dude. I appreciate you jumping on. Guys, this is Ben. Go check him out. His socials will be linked below. If you're interested in Amazon, you can go check him out. And obviously, if you're interested in launch socials, our links are below. Ben, I appreciate you jumping on, bro. Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me.